5, 4, 3. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. The Season 3 qualifying tournament will continue as we're going into game number 2 of the LowLandLions versus Dragonborn. Right now, Dragonborn is up 1-0. Very convincing win, 20-2. In fact, report Jarvan for feeding, guys. That's Spontex, the only person to die on the Dragonborn team. That aside, I'm the FourCourtJester. With me, the L3 IRD. We're already into the picks and bans of game number 2.
I mean, driving the fourth, you think of dragons, you think of death, and you think of recreation, and that's what you get with Spontex and Push for Double. Yeah, I was about to add that in, but you know, truthfully, Spontex, I think felt bad for the team for the first set of games that he actually played in the round of 32, because he didn't actually die in those things. Spoiler alert. So I guess he wanted to die this time, and we do see the bans of Pixio now. Evelyn's in, going to be Lux on the bans for LowLandLions. On the other side, Lee Sin, Kha'Zix, Katarina, 80 Bruiser, and a AP Assassin. Well, 80 Bruiser, 80 Assassin, sorry. And yeah, really interesting bans as well coming out from Dragonborn.
I gotta say, Vi Music, official pick band music of the Bedroid stream. I think he does it on purpose, to be honest. But hey, it's a good song, so we do enjoy it. Now, as you're saying, Lee Sin, jungle, 80 Bruiser. We have seen Lee Sin's go mid, thank you, Froggen. But Kha'Zix, we've seen some pretty dominating work from him before in some of the other tournaments here in League of Legends. But a Katarina ban? Not entirely too sure about that one.
I mean, Katarina's a safe-ish kind of pick to pick out as a AP mid, just because of how much late game potential he can carry out. I do see the Draven pick up and talk to it in about 2 seconds. But yeah, I mean, there's a lot of other controlled mids that you want to have for the EU side. I felt like the Orianna pick is probably going to be picked up again, and yes, we do see a Draven. We go Draven, League of Cleavers, League of everything. Man, the armor penetration is going to be so high on this one, but then again, we have a Shen, and unless he goes Static Shiv on top of Black Cleaver, I don't think we're going to see too many Cleavers per se in that little late elimination.
I think we had a treat last game with the League of Cleavers making a quick appearance, but Draven, like, I know NA scene really is liking some more of those abnormal ADs like Twitch and Draven because of Afromu, but apparently Sneaky mains Draven, so we should be in for a treat. You never really think to ban out a Draven either, but you know, there is a little bit of a problem though with Draven. In solo queue Draven, I mean, he can punish because it's solo queue pretty decently, but in team situations he typically falls a little flat, so I'm ready to be impressed by Sneaky.
If anything, they're going to build around that, and especially with Shen, you can have the Stand United come on top of Sneaky, and Sneaky will be okay from that, so I'm liking that. And then they're gonna have the assassins come up on the side. So the biggest thing that Draven is when he actually goes in a team fight, he can't be the first one to focus. If they're just gonna focus on Draven, that's what usually happens if it's a Draven. Then if there's no one else doing damage, it's fine. Then we'll just take care of the Draven and then literally just wreck face on everything else. But with the Akali pickup and then with the Aurelia pickup, there's other two things you have to really worry about for the LowLandLions that you can't really say, oh, we have to focus down on one thing. So that's where it kind of sneaks up on teams when you have a Draven pick and you have it come into play in the team setting, just because Draven, again, sneaky stuff with the damage output. And not saying it because of Sneaky's name, it's just it is really sneaky. It just comes out of nowhere, literally, just because of that crit damage that you get with that passive, but on top of that, just the 80 damage you get from the spinning axis.
So a Draven and an Akali, what is this world coming to? But I can probably say that I wanted to say Shusha is going to get himself a Jace mid, but right now he's sitting on that Cho'Gath, which means we could see a Cho'Gath mid Jace jungle, I suppose. You could also jungle Darius. I've seen that in the Australian scene. I think it was the first time I saw a jungle Darius, but I don't see any more trades coming out.
Yeah, 20 seconds. I mean, it's a really good pick to pick Shusha over in that mid against an AP assassin. Again, Cho'Gath just demolishes any kind of assassin, 80 or AP, because of that sustain that you get from Carnivore. It's just so much that you get from him, so that's unfortunate. And wow, we are about to see this come into play. There's a switch up in the end.
Sneaky, sneaky. Yeah. Shushay on that Jace, he did a really good job with Jace in his first game yesterday in their best of 3 series. And Cho'Gath in jungle just feels a bit more at home because, like, how would Shushay even build the Cho'Gath mid? Would he go AP or would he go more AD? It's kind of a toss-up. But yeah, Shushay on Jace yesterday, so we're seeing a little bit of a repeat performance there. But he's going up against, I have to assume, a Kali at this point.
Yeah, if it's gonna be a Kali mid versus Kozuki played mid last time for Triple L, so that's LowLandLions, and Shushay mid against a Kali, not the best of trades because technically if a Kali gets to level 6, pretty healthy, she'll be able to kill down Jace, even though Jace is a really good sustainer in melee form as well. But that means Kozuki has to have a 1 or 2 kind of assassination attempts and kills on bottom lane or top lane, and on top of that have to have a pretty good CS kind of to keep up. And one thing that technically Jace is good at, making sure melees, making sure anyone who has a gap closer pays. So we'll see what'll happen for Miss Kozuki / the Akali over in that mid lane, but it's definitely in favor of Shushay. Bottom lane Sneaky Aganor with the Draven and Lulu pickup. Ezreal versus Soraka over in that bottom lane. What? We're actually seeing Soraka? What? Soraka's back in the competitive play?
Well, I want to say, she's going to be a passive farmer with Ezreal, long range poke coming out of Ezreal and then just trying to go for those trades while healing him up. But, I mean, again, the Dragonborn team is very creative. We could see something like a Star Call maxed first and just go for that straight harass. I don't expect to see it because Mover so far has been playing pretty decent on the support, and I haven't really seen anything like revolutionary out of him, just more typical. So, it's just going to literally be Hosan farming. That's all. And
Hosan is going to be a good farmer into that because he farmed pretty well from the last game. I think Mourvet just needs to keep the lane pretty steady and heavy on there. One Edo friend I have, her name is a Little Jenny. She plays really radical support sometimes. She usually goes with level 1. Her support, her skill set is actually heal and exhaust, and then she uses it and tells everybody to go level 1 even if they have better level 1 fight, because technically Star Call on top of heal exhaust, you just win on level 1 fights overall in general. But again, that's solo queue, not really team play, so you can't really do that anyway as well. Overall, I just feel like this sustain is going to be pretty good enough for Dragonborn to win out over that bottom lane. But then again, Draven even level 1 is just scary enough. The spinning axes damage output, even if you get a bleed crit on top of that, it's just really good. Talking about bleed, Darius, Draven, we're gonna actually see them both in the game. Brothers in hand, gonna be trying to kill each other.
Yeah, the good old sibling rivalry. That's what we're going to be going into game number 2 here, guys. Dragonborn versus the LowLandLions. Once again, battle of animals. We saw Goat Zoo versus the one-trick ponies yesterday on the NA scene. Now we're seeing dragons versus lions. I gotta say, dragons and lions a bit more menacing than goats, but still, Band of Lords team, RIP. Got that DQ, but life goes on.
Yeah, goats and ponies, dragons and lions. I rather like the EU side of dragons and lions.
Yeah, a little bit more iconic. But so, are we going to see any kind of lane swaps? I mean, I want to say Darius would not really be able to hold up against a Draven and Lulu lane in terms of farm.
We'll see. I won't call into that. I actually zoned out for a little bit. I was about to say yes, this is best of 3 right now. Dragonborn up 1-0. I feel like LowLandLions could take this away, but there's a lot of things that LowLandLions has to do to actually come back into the winning plays of this. Dragonborn, they'll be fine. They can sustain up. They can play for that mid to late game standard, especially with Cho'Gath. I mean, you want to get to that mid late game standard, and once you have Ezreal and Jace poking away at the life, it's pretty much GG. Darius gets fed. Shushay gets fed, Hosan gets fed, one of those 3 gets fed. It's just really detrimental, and yeah, LowLandLions is gonna have to worry about that.
In retrospect, I should have taken that that bet about the Medjais, because I think Shushay actually has his big boy pants on this round. Not going to be doing anything that could potentially jeopardize their chances at this. But they are up 1-0 now, so we might see something a little bit more crazy, a little bit more eccentric. But items coming out, lots of red potions, a bunch of wards, the machete is going down, boots and pots everywhere. And again, we see the ADC pick up that long blade first. So long blade first for a Draven, thinking a Vamp Scepter, but you know, going for that longsword versus like Adorn's blade just helps you build into it that much quicker. Doesn't really give you anything else out of it.
Yeah, it's going to be definitely a Vamp Scepter for the first kind of item you built out. I mean, again, movement is not really essential for a lot of things. I mean, actually, movement is very essential for living and everything, but movement in the game of League of Legends, I mean, you get a base 325, pretty much everyone's just equal and the same. Nothing really too detrimental to not buying boots off first anymore. Difference in Season 3 than what in Season 2. Everyone built boots because boots was really OP.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but with the Season 3 changes to movement speed, it's like, you know, the differences between gold pretends these days, because all that ambient gold has now been just calculated into it. So that was an interesting invade strategy we saw there. We had Cho'Gath in the Dragon Pit. He threw down that Rupture and then they invaded. So even if you did see that invade come in, the Rupture would knock you up. So you either have to have a really fast reflex for that flash, or you're going to be dropping down for that first blood. I thought that was really cute. But Dragonborn, unfortunately, not able to find anyone, as the LowLandLions were all kind of just hiding there by the red buff. They're going to go for an invade.
Oh my gosh, they did get seen, so that's really good to have that word over there, because if Cho'Gath actually walked right into that, they would have actually had a really bad time. I don't think Dragonborn is actually going to try to steal us. And this is actually a good play, because Dragonborn has a ward kind of around, not really truly around, but kind of around. Does see Mr. Shard actually still pick up his blue buff, because, you know, Smite's pretty OP.
He got it! Oh my god! Broken Shard, OP, defeating that invade. And now LowLandLions just realizing, wow, we've wasted a lot of time. Their Aurelia's not even in the top lane yet. She was actually finishing off wolves. I guess she figured that she had a little bit of time to kill. So coming into the lanes a little bit late. You can already see the creep advantages coming out. We're not going to be able to grab that ward. That would have been pretty huge for Dragonborn bottom lane. But yeah, really good steal right there.
Yeah, I mean, it was an awesome steal, but on top of that, those wards really made the difference in that little invade. If Cho'Gath actually started out and actually got caught out from there, that would have been a bad time. Shushay going down the bottom really quickly, trying to catch out Draven out there. Again, longsword on that. They don't have the mobility with those boots, but again, mobility with boots means nothing really, truthfully, because literally mobility with boots is, what, 25 extra movement, which isn't too much more than what you would get from your base movement right now.
Well, we also have the Whimsy, well, not right now, but we also eventually will have a Whimsy, as well as the AD steroid that Draven brings to it as well. So he will have some movement speed without those boots for a while. I think he just really wants to sit back and farm. Right now, Shen is actually flashing on the screen, so he's having a little bit of trouble there with the red. Shouldn't go down because of it, though.
Yeah, probably not. And we do see Movet actually taking a lot of damage. Sneaky actually kicking him off back. Exhaust and reduce it, cleanse out. Sneaky going to be taken down as the first blood. Free drop by Husan picking up the kill. And Aguilar actually could have gone down if, well, Ezreal tried to actually go off for the kill a little bit more.
Draven, the glorious executioner, unfortunately got executed right there. That's why you take cleanse for those clutch moments, not barrier, cleanse. But unfortunately, barrier did not help out Sneaky that round. And again, Husan with the first blood, 2 games in a row now.
And actually, wow, this is looking so bad for the team of LowLandLions. Shen not even able to take out his blue buff right now. Skullmania actually getting chased upon, does have red buff, and has the flash out as well. Broken Shark gonna be there. Flash Kozuki gonna get caught up as well. This game is turning into a really, really interesting one, guys.
Shushay flashing in, try to go for that kill on top of Skullmania. That's risky, and oh my god, did he ever get punished for that? I don't agree with that one, Shushay.
Yeah, I think they just gave up a little bit of hope for Shushay to do that, and now we see the invade over there, really coming up from the side. Broken Shark gonna go use that Rupture to give you a save out, and this is definitely one of those times where LowLandLions can take advantage of it. I think Dragonborn's kind of throwing themselves into a little fire pit and saying, Here, guys, have the game. It's here. It's here. We'll warm it up for you.
Oh man, something that I'm just looking at now. We have a lot of distance closing maneuvers for LowLandLions. Shen with the Shadow Dash. We got the Blade Surge from Bir Baloo, and of course Akali's ultimate.
Yeah, the kick will come into play and just get into the face of literally everyone, but it's pretty much for the team of LowLandLions. The Lily ult, Walgrove, going to be used to use that really sustained CC per se, but also the sustained to just reinvigorate either Skillmania or even onto Kali to just be healthy, and that's to me the big play, because usually assassins, you don't want to send them up in the front line. That's why you have Shen over there. But you know, truthfully, if you have to send up a front line little assassin, have Wild Throw from Lulu and be able to re-health and energize yourself.
Now I'm thinking about that flash there from Shushe. Is it possible that was a fail flash?
Nah, he wanted to do that. I feel like he wanted to truly do that, because I feel like he thought I think Dragonborn was thinking, we have this game in the bag, no problem, and now they have to come play serious again.
I don't know. Alright, well, we'll leave it alone either way. Still have the gold advantage here for the Dragonborn. They're up about 600 gold, 700 gold. Hosan doing really good in that bot lane. Draven down to 28 creeps to the 45. Of course, we did get that first blood on top of him as well. So Ezreal, once again, looking to become absolutely huge in this game. The rest of everything as well, looking across it. I mean, Akali slightly beating out Shushe in that mid. Shushe, of course, with that death, so that extra kill on top of Kozq is going to be accelerating him in the gold. But top lane, Darius absolutely dunking upon Irelia.
No, he won't be really dunking. Well, actually, he will be. He's level 6 now, and we see Cho'Gath actually go to formulate over the top lane. Really is in a bad position if he actually tries to push out on this. If he doesn't go back right now, this will be a good thing for her. But if she does go back, well, unfortunately, Dragonborn's just going to waste a little bit of time.
Yeah, but wasting a little bit of time could be worse. Could be a double kill going to your AD carry. And we saw that from last grave for the Graves. Unfortunately, was not enough to keep the LowLandLions in the game. So either way, 1-1, a little bit more of a passive, no real kill moves being executed right now. So going to get that gold going up. Darius, his item build very similar to the Jarvan of last game, although he has boots significantly earlier this round. But the double Dorn Blade coming out once more. But we don't see that on Ezreal. Ezreal with that BF sword first item.
Yeah, I didn't say, well, I'm going to go get Infinity Edge yet again, and we're going to go rocket from there. I feel like Infinity Edge now is a better item in the sense that, yeah, I want to push up. I don't really need to sustain. I have my team that really help me out, especially with Soraka. I mean, you have so much heal from there. So overall, I feel like it's a really good choice to pick up that BF sword. I don't know if that's going to be truly the thing he's going to do. I mean, he could still go right to a Bloodthirster, but if he does go Infinity Edge, I wouldn't blame him, because that's literally a great item to pick up within probably a 13-14 minute mark, if anything.
And we also see that tier now on Shushe, so probably that's going to be that Mirror Mana once again. Skullmania top lane just hanging out, getting himself a little bit of farm, a little bit of experience. We're going to come back to top lane, Irelia, with a Warden Mail.
Irelia is going to be okay to tank some of that damage, but again, to beat out Darius and his all or any counter tree damage, you want to build up some taking this with some health. So that's the reason why you see the Doran Shield. The Doran Shield is actually a really good item for that passive, the block damage as well. But overall, it gives you that little bit of health that you kind of need to resustain, if anything.
For someone maining on this Draven, he sure seems to be taking a lot of those pot shots. Ezreal just really showing some real good skill in that bot lane. 75 creeps. True Shot Barrage I don't actually think landed, but out goes the Whirling Death. Didn't really go that far, but he is just kind of trying to reset the lane, make sure he gets all those last hits. Needs to try to stay as competitive as he can. The double Dorn's Blade actually come out for the Draven now as well, so he's back in that lane. Kozq in the mid, boots and... not Vamps, sorry, Hextech.
I mean, the Hextech Revolver is such a thing that Kozq would actually need, and she's going to go right on it. Shushe. Shushe is really low, but Wish coming out at the end of that, barely shading out Shushe. A little bit of hover there. Spot next to me, it digs upon a little bit tower. Overall, move up, saving that Shushe from, well, I would say throwing, but it's lightly throwing the softball right back at the team of LowLandLions.
A good wish coming out at the end. I think she had a little bit under 100 hit points at the end of it, so we might actually have that reduced heal coming in from the Ignite, but still getting that Ignite out of the way. This could be a really good opportunity because we still got both summoners for Shushe as well, and as you said, once that JS gets into the melee range, it could be lights out for them. True Shot Barrage going down again, bottom lane. Sneaky and Argonaut getting absolutely pushed out. Hosan is on fire these last games, and that's going to be the first tower down, 10.5 minutes in.
Yeah, we're probably going to see the same little thing in LowLandLions. I don't know what they're going to be doing, but they have to make sure they can do it now, because right now there's going to be a little bit of snowball / a big snowball going to be coming into place, and if they're going to take out this middle turret, they're going to take out this top turret. Again, global gold is so important in this game, and if you take out a global gold objective now, at this 10-minute go, it's going to be really good for the team of Dragonborn.
1-to-1, a little under 2,000 gold difference between the teams. Still pretty even, but still, every little advantage feeding into Hosan. That's an 11-minute Bloodthirster. I am absolutely impressed right now by Hosan.
Yeah, he's actually listening to the chat words right there. I thought he was just going to keep on following his build, because that's literally what he's doing. Infinity Edge, Infinity Edge, Infinity Edge. But yeah, Bloodthirster is a really good item just for pushing up as well. I feel like that's a Season 2 thing. I feel technically Infinity Edge is actually a good way as well, but Infinity Edge is just a little bit more expensive. Getting that Bloodthirster plus the 70 plus 10, I think, is the max stacks for that. It's going to be really good for Hosan to go into play really soon.
It also fits more into like the Korean strategies of those really early game stat items. But oh my god, absolutely destruction going down. We do get the kill on top of Ezreal from Akali, but got the dragon, got the Lulu, and Sneaky just barely getting away out of that one. But we have gotten that shutdown on top of Ezreal, showing that he is indeed mortal. Skullmania going in on top of Broken Shard. We do got that Rupture going up. In goes Shushe with the flashes, looking for the kill. I think that's another, no, not another wish coming up from Mover, but an exhaust going out. Broken Shard still in there as well, throwing down. There's the heal coming out from Mover as well, and it does look like nobody is going to be going down even after all that aggression.
Yeah, Kozuki going to go around the Broken Shard, and yeah, Kozuki is probably going to back away from it. Shushe doing a pretty good job overall, and also on stage Broken Shard, he did a really good job to control that fight, because truthfully, if Shushe got caught up by that shit Shadow Dash, it was just going to be GG for Dragonborn right there. So really good stuff overall by the team. They're corralling it back together. Spot the next to be able to pick up the kill over the top lane turret. And yeah, we'll be seeing the push up over in this mid lane turret. Yeah, this is just so much goodness that's going to be happening. Going to try to dissuade the people to actually defend. Hosan going to be pushing up in this turret, but they're still going to be defending this middle turret, because technically the last tier 1 turret is right here for LowLandLions to try to make it stay.
And if that does go down, that will be a 3-for-0 tower exchange. Now, we also got that dragon under their belt, so you can see now almost a 4,000 gold lead being developed. We only did have that one kill on top of Hosan. I think that's what Akali's mission is going to be for the rest of the game. Make sure you stay on top of Hosan. And again, a lot of distance closers on the team of LowLandLions, so they can get to them if they really want to.
And I feel like Dragonborn definitely will be closing in and getting onto LowLandLions right now. And yeah, LowLandLions, interesting enough. I mean, they have some good items. Hexic Gunblade actually being built out for Akali. So again, somebody said in the chat room as well, Hexic Gunblade or / Akali could carry out this game, and I'm not surprised if she does actually as well. There's a little bit of healthiness on Broken Shard, but overall, nothing really else being built up for health-wise. So the really good stuff could be coming up from Akali. Could we see a turn for LowLandLions? I don't know, but Dragonborn, they're in a good considerable lead. I feel like they can just farm it up and let it go in a little bit.
2 for 2, 4,000 gold difference. Now, in terms of that farm, we do got those tier 2 boots on Ezreal, but after a Bloodthirster, I mean, What do you foresee Hosan doing? He has some really good creep score. He has the 2 kills to his name. In fact, the only person beating him out in farm is his own teammates. The Darius top 126. We got Shushay at 123. Shushay now picking up that BF sword as well. But are we going to see like Ezreal tank up a little bit, like because he could realize that he's a little bit vulnerable because of all these gap closers?
I was about to say there's a 2-second delay, so I was going to say the future stuff, but you already see the Dorn's Blade, hopefully already. Trinity Force would probably be a good thing to be building up for Ezreal's, which we have been seeing from both NA and EU side rapidly, which is interesting enough. I want to see it, I want to say it. Iceborne Gauntlet, please Ezreal, try to build that up over there, but I don't know. We'll see what Ezreal will truly build up, but usually for not, I would say Trinity Force would be a great follow-up off of the Bloodthirster.
Yesterday, one of the games that we weren't covering, we just tuned into it at the end, the Ezreal had a first item Frozen Fist, and I think he went something like 14, 2, and 6 by the end of the game. It's not outside the realm of possibility.
I mean, again, Iceborne Gauntlet, Frozen Fist, get that Sheen, well, the Sheen proc, but also on top of that, you get a for sure slow almost all the time instead of what Phage is, unfortunately now nerfed up a little bit. Really very detrimental for Ezreal. On top of that, you get a little bit of armor, you get a little bit of CDR as well. It's like having a Black Cleaver when you're not really having a Black Cleaver.
Oh, there goes that tower. Could be a kill on top of Akali as well, but we're going to get that Wild Growth knockup. Is going to be saving Kozak as he does jump here into Hosan. The flash ignite going out will not keep him alive, but we are able to do an Omnom on top of that Akali. So now Shushay is going to be on the retreat. Broken Shard is going to be here with Soraka. Sneaky going to be taking a hyper shot to the face as well. So once again, you see that big pressure against Hosan. Going to be dragging him back in here. Spontex with that silence. A good dunk coming down on top of Aghanar. And they will be dropping, so they will get the better of that deal. Tower 2 kills for the trade-off of Hosan, but still, it's just like every team fight, just a beeline for Ezreal. This whole thing's going to become protect the Ezreal comp from Dragonborn.
In a way, yeah, but then again, everybody on Dragonborn is building up damage as well, so in a way, no. I mean, Shushay is going to be pretty soon going to have a Bloodthirster of his own. He's going to be pushing up onto his lane. You're going to see a pull. Beer part is actually going to get caught down, but no rupture going to hit up. Sneaky, Steady is going to be done right there. But Cozy going to be trying to come back in. Unfortunately for not, Move actually going to be picking up the kill at the end of it all onto that Akali.
Move Air picking that one up. Now he does have himself a mana manipulator, so that can either go into the Soul Shroud or the Shard of True Ice. Suspect it's going to be that True Ice, so we have someone get in there, very likely Shushay, throw up that Shard of Ice, and then have some fun with some skill shots.
Yeah, truthfully, I think it's probably going to be a Shard of True Ice, but then again, we have a little bit of stealth with Akali, so having the Twin Shadows really helps out. Seeing these stealth heroes and other champions as well. That item really alone really changes the game, and stealth it kind of matters because again you see true vision on 2 targets technically, although it's a really random time you can actually see where the Twin Shadows will go. It'll still be a really good one for yourself to really have during a team fight.
That's right, it will reveal an Akali, won't it?
Yep. And we do see the engagement yet again, Shen trying to get down there. Hosan actually getting picked off, and unfortunately he's having a really bad time actually positioning himself in a double kill for Sneaky right over there, picking that on off Big Sugar.
Well, LowLandLions showing that they're not out of this quite yet. Shushay with that flash, but once again, we got those triple charges ready to go for Akali. She's probably going to get dunked here if the hemorrhages aren't going to finish her off. It looks like they will. So 6-7, but really going hard right there. That was a 3 for 1. They did get Koz Q, but who got the dragon? Do you recall?
That was wow. I actually don't know right now. I think it's definitely Dragonborn because there's LowLandLions. LowLand didn't have IS Smite down, and also Feast have already been used up from Dragonborn, so Dragonborn probably took that one away. But yeah, I mean, truthfully, Dragonborn kind of threw a little bit right there. Unfortunately for not getting picked off 2 for pretty much 0 until Darius picked off the end over the Corki or the Kali, but truthfully, Dragonborn is still going to be pushing in, and I feel like Dragonborn is still in the lead, but they're slowly throwing it back in favor of LowLandLions.
You guys in chat are funny. Team Marn got the dragon. TSM got it. Ponies got it. Kazuki going to be caught out a little bit here. A great apprehend that should lead into a death with the dunk. Spontax going for that revenge. And again, like, I really do think it has to become Protect the Ezreal game, because no longer is he actually the one that is huge. 401, 181 creeps. Draven is actually coming out and really doing some good work here on top of things. But it does look like a little bit of a fight under the tower. There's that Shard of True Ice coming out from the Soraka, slowing everyone down. Skullmania gets hit by that Wild Growth and will not be a kill. Tanking too many towers. True Shot Barrage going to go down, but still no kills. But that does not mean that DB is going to be letting up this pressure, and the tower is in danger of falling.
As you see Ezreal kind of go a little bit too far, we're going to see him back away pretty soon. Shushay going to be pushing up that bottom second turret as well, and all tier 2 turrets now down for the team of LowLandLions. Dragonborn EU playing that pretty well. It was a 5v4 engagement, but yet they defended it really well to make sure that they could still push on. And again, LowLandLions did not want to actually engage upon that, even though they did know that Shushay was bottom, so that was kind of interesting in that factor. The other thing was Dragonborn was actually just honed in on really hard onto that Shen, so maybe change the targets a little bit, it'll be better. But truthfully, LowLandLions has made it so that truthfully you can't go right onto Draven, because there's other targets that they need to be taken care of. And Draven now 3-2-4 coming back into this 3-2-1 coming back into this game with 114 CS. I mean, he's not caught up yet, but he's getting there.
So that Shard of True Ice is going to go a long way to trying to keep people off of that Ezreal. He does have himself the Flash and Cleanse ready to go. True Shot Barrage just going up as well. But, you know, after those double Dorm's Blades, like, alright, that's tanky enough. Going to get another BF sword. So, might see... I'm thinking Infinity Edge, since he clearly does not want to go for Trinity Force. But I also noticed that Shushay has finished up his Mirror Mana.
And Mirror Mana is going to give out that extra bonus magic damage on top of that. But he's also going to be over here, Dragonborn taking this Baron pretty fast, but are they going to actually secure it before Relay shows up? Oh, this is going to be a really interesting time. The Relay Access is going to go down, Lawnmower that you'd like to say. Unfortunately for not nothing else actually happening down over there.
Yeah, I like the whole symbol of a lawnmower as it goes through. But Whirling Death going through there. We also have that stand aside now pop. Spontax is going to be taking some damage. They did successfully stop this Baron, and at an 8-6 score, I mean, there might be 9,000 gold difference, but it's so low on our kills. 22 minutes in, only 14 kills between the two teams. But a little bit of poke coming out from Shushay as well. Agrimar not looking so healthy. He is in the back, just looking to stay alive. We are going to jump here on top of Broken Shard, but it will be Shushay just taken down. The Akali Broken Shard will drop for it, but the dunk coming out from Spontanex, going for the double on top of Sneaky, and the blow up from Shushay on top of Lulu at the end. That's going to be a quick 4-for-1. Broken Shards RIP, but you did your job well, bro. And Hosan looking for the kill on top of this Irelia. Cleanse is going to go off, looking for the kill, but that's a lot of damage coming out from Beer. Some really good burst out of him. Hosan still looking for those blind shots, but still, he keeps Aurelia busy, because we got a Spontanex coming up from the edge with the dunk. Beautiful work.
That site is so OP. Yeah, that was a great little dunk from Spontanex on there. Yeah, getting a blue buff as well to boot. Yeah, unfortunately, Ezreal did not get that True Shot Barrage, and when he went in, he's like, okay, I'm full health. I'm going to be able to take out Aurelia. But in there for really almost kills him and had to use up the flash over there. But that dunk, that was some boom shakalakadich.
Oh, I see what you did there. You took away my new catchphrase, you jerk. I almost want to play Space Jam music right now. But unfortunately, no, we're not going to do that. Apparently, those were not blind shots. I do apologize. There is a ward. I'm looking at the map now. So, good call, chat. Nitpicking the Jester. Good job. 13-7, 11,000 gold. Really good push right there. Didn't get the inhibitor, but they got the inhibitor tower. So, once again, looking at a 7-0, and I believe both dragons to the Dragonborn as well.
Yeah, definitely. And Dragonborn is going to get engaged by Caesar. Kozuki is going to be able to take care of that one over there by Ezreal. And unfortunately, that Spontanex is going to get engaged upon. But Kozuki now in the middle of all the bruisers, all the damages. No Black Cleavers, but a lot of Bloodthirsters. And unfortunately, not going to be taken down.
Cremendo as Skullmania goes up and all of a sudden is now really big. Shushay does not care. Just walks on over to him, slams him with that hammer. Bloodthirster, Brutalizer, and Miraman. It's really hard to stand up to Shushay. And with that triple kill, down goes the inhibitor. Could be a game-ending push, but we do got Sneaky and Beer Baloo ready to go on top of the defense. Stand aside going to be thrown out. Unfortunately, didn't really do too much. The reverse poke coming out from Shushay as well. I'm thinking maybe that this game is about to be over, sir.
Maybe, but they want to get another kill. Kozuki's going to come right back into it. His last stand, he's going to try to get onto... Well, no one actually. He's going to go right on the Broken Shard, actually. Broken Shard is going to get its pawn, which can be used up for Soraka, and we're going to see the backup of the team. And then the Dunker Ridge. He goes with one Slam Jam. It's going to be Korean Dual Trabar going to be backing up that other Slam Jam. Double kill coming up for Spot next right now. They're channeling that Dyrus. Get in there and play some Osu right after. Skullmania trying to get in there. Is he gonna get it? Yes, another dunk going down, but is that gonna be enough? Is that just a Michael Jordan of the Dunker Ridge right there, and that's it?
Welcome to the Space Jam. Oh, Spontex showing us why he's going 10-0-4. A really good Eve game yesterday and a fantastic Darius today. 11-0-4 Mauve Malmortius at the end with that frozen mount. And that is how you do it, Dragonborn style. Fusroda all over their enemy. And they're going to go 2-0 in this series in the best of 16. And they are now secured to go off to Poland for their top 8 spots.
I just want to say, Sputniks, I think you're on fire, sir. We have to kind of stop that. Just calm down. Just calm down just a little bit.
Lions versus dragons. You cannot stand up to a dragon, man.